Well, hey everybody. I know it's been a while since you've heard from me, and I apologize. It's actually not my fault this time, but my internet has been really buggy for a while, and we're hoping to get it fixed soon. It goes in and out. There's no real telling when it's going to be functioning properly. It's also why my streams have been non-existent to only a couple streams over the last couple of weeks, and I really want to get back into the swing of things. But since my internet was working at the moment, I wanted to take this opportunity to inform you all of a new schedule, because I've just recently acquired a new job, and this job is working during the night on night shifts till very late at night. So my content creating for videos and streams will probably have to shift towards the morning to early afternoon hours, which for the video making side of things is actually probably a good thing, because it means the videos will come out before late at night. On the stream side of things, it may be a bit of a shift for those of you who watch me on both YouTube and Twitch. I'll also be trying to inform my Twitch viewers as soon as I can. There's a lot to talk about in Dead by Daylight, with the current PTB and the mid-chapter patch that's looming within the next couple of weeks. But, well, actually, I guess I've gone over enough on the new schedule, since I don't know all the particular details just yet. But I guess I'll talk about the Clown's rework, so it's only fitting we play him. So the Clown rework has finally been unveiled, and he's got some add-on changes, which are mainly just changes to add-ons to make it to where some of them coincide with his new power. His reload time has been reduced from 5 seconds to 3 seconds, so that's a pretty nice one. It's basically almost like having Cork Stopper and base kit, which is really cool. Less time sitting there reloading. Man. Alright, there we go. I was worried there for a second. We've also got the second part of Clown's power is the Afterpiece Antidote, I believe it's called. And basically it shares the same pool as your bottles, so you don't have a second set of bottles to reload. When you reload a set of bottles, you have 4, and you can swap back and forth between these modes at will. Almost like swapping stances with Doctor before his rework, only you just tap the reload button to do it. And what this Afterpiece Antidote does is it throws out a cloud of gray mist instead of the usual purple, and after a second or two, this mist will turn yellow. When it turns yellow, anyone who steps in it, Clown or survivors, gains 10% movement speed. If a survivor is affected by the Afterpiece tonic, it will be cleansed off of them, and if both bottles of the opposite types are in contact with each other, they're supposed to neutralize each other completely, but I haven't seen that exactly, but that's what the ability suggests. So it's not quite what I was hoping for the Clown, but it does have some interesting implications. So far, my thoughts on the rework from what I've seen is the new bottles have very little time in which they would be better than hitting them with a slowdown bottle. The only situations where I can think that they'll be better is 3 things. 1, they're camping a pallet, which is slightly too safe for the Clown at base movement speed, so maybe with faster movement speed he might be able to beat them with mind gaming the pallet. That one's still to be tested, of course. 2, you throw it at your feet before you break a pallet so that you get a speed boost once the pallet's broken, and then you zoom along. Although that comes with the risk of using up a bottle. And then 3rd, when you're just before you pick a survivor up, throw one of these antidotes at your feet, and then you'll have 10% movement speed and move faster towards the hook. Shave off a little time for the hooking process. Could be handy. damn. I don't have time to look for them. But you'll also notice I'm not running any anti-gen perks on this build. And that is because I'm kind of trying to wean myself off of Ruin Undying at the moment, because Undying is receiving a change, which is just a flat-out nerf. Basically what the change is whenever Undying will no longer, for one, reveal hex totems when survivors are near them, just dull totems, which is pointless, but yes, I'm rusty. I'm very rusty. But anyway, so there's that, and then the main effect of Undying, they're changing it to where now, whenever a hex totem is cleansed, it'll always be Undying that gets destroyed first. So you will get one use out of Undying max. Ah. I don't know if it's really worth it to have brutal strength. Maybe I get better use out of something else. Should reset the palette. Not running anti-gen's not working out for me at all. So yeah, it's a very rapid end to the Ruin Undying meta, that's for sure. That apparently hit her, but there we go. Didn't look like she was getting slowed very much. But in exchange for this change to Undying, they're making it to where if the totem perk had tokens, it gets to keep them. So it's slightly better to run it on a couple of hexes, but its main meta purpose has been all but removed. Just did a good amount of time. I can't stand that when survivors go down on the pallet. Yeah, I don't see this ending well. Oh, there's someone doing something over here. Right. Unfortunately, I can't show images because I don't have them available to me. But, we got two sets of maps that got reworked in this next update as well. The Asylum maps, Father Campbell's Chapel and Crotus Crane Asylum, and the Gideon Meat Plant, aka the game. So those maps are completely remodeled and some of the gameplay has been updated on both maps. The game hasn't changed a whole lot, but the Asylum and the Chapel have definitely changed a significant amount. And I think mainly for the better. But we'll have to, but only time will tell on that one. Well, at least I got one kill. Got 2 bottles left. Nobody's working on that gen. They're gonna try to group up and rush this gen, probably. I'm gonna reload real quick since I'm not 100% sure where they're at. At least I got one of the... I'm hoping my Devour Hope's the totem up at the top, because that's like the best totem spot in this whole map. People do not check there. Very often, anyway. Yeah, they're currently scouring for totems. Nice. And I only lost 2 tokens because that's beautiful. Definitely got some snowballing going on. Alright, that gem hasn't been touched. Definitely gonna get back into the swing of things. I haven't played Dead by Daylight in a couple of weeks. Ever since I completed the last battle pass, I was just exhausted from the game for a bit. It was such a tedious grind and it stressed me out. Until they... That's one thing's for sure, I'm not buying another Dead by Daylight battle pass until they fix the grind, because the grind is absolutely absurd. Speaking of absurd, I can't believe these survivors are just sitting here hiding. Talk about boring. Oh. So. Oh wow, really? Oh wow. He bamboozled me with that. I got him here though. Give me your finger. Took his ring too. Gross. Classic clown. I love Devour Hope. So I'm hoping this new Hex Undying proves useful for Devour Hope, just because I love Devour Hope a lot. It's my favorite perk in the whole game, but obviously not a very viable one. I was just frustrated at never being able to use it, which is why I haven't used it in so long. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out a whole new build. I still want to use Undying with the new Hex perks, with Hex Devour Hope, just because I feel like it'll be fun. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot some of the other news. Clown wasn't the only killer that got an update in this. They also made small updates to Trapper and Wraith. Wraith's change, which I don't feel is going to be all too effective unless they tweak it some more. They basically made it to where, just like Freddy, if you're far enough away from a cloaked Wraith, he's completely invisible and you can't see him. Okay, cool. Makes it to where on open maps he can slightly... He can actually sneak up on people a little bit. But, But at the same time, it's like, once he starts getting closer, it won't make any difference. It's not going to really make him stronger. It's just going to make his bad maps less bad for him. But by how much, who even knows. And then the Trapper, his change I think is a bit more significant. So they've tried to basically make his traps holding times a bit more consistent. So basically they've come up with a system like this. For the first 3 times you struggle, your chances of getting out of the trap are lower than before, which was 25%. When you're at 4, you're about the same. 5, you have a higher chance, and I think like 6, you're almost guaranteed to get out by the 6th attempt. Something like that. So it gives Trapper a little bit of time to get over to the Survivor, and they're less likely to get out of a trap within the first 2 seconds of you trapping them. Which I feel is a nice touch. It'll make it more consistent, but we'll have to see if it proves to be an improvement for him or not. Really hard to say. Not too bad, not too bad. What else was there? Oh right, there's a new UI. I can't really show you, but there is going to be some UI updates. A lot of people haven't really liked them because they've basically moved a lot of the UI assets around the screen. And some people feel like it's a bit too cluttered up. If you want to take a look at it, you can go find plenty of videos on it, or probably hear or see screenshots of it on the forums or whatever. I think the devs themselves even posted some, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyhow, this is a bit of a short video, but you know, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm alright and that I'm not disappearing forever. It's just I was physically incapable of making content for a while. Hopefully that changes really soon. And like I said, I'm gonna have to start doing content earlier in the day because I work at nights 4 days a week. So I'll also try to stream on the weekends a bit more, just to make up for it. I've been meaning to anyway. It's just my weekends are kind of inconsistent. But anyhow, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all are glad to see me, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Peace.